Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lawley. Today we're coming to you from the Rusty Gables Guest Lodge and Art Gallery.
This incredible ranch is just 5 minutes from downtown Oklahoma City. With 30 acres to roam, you can interact with the horses, hike, or relax in their luxurious spa, or take in some of the beautiful artwork on display and for sale in the 1,700-foot gallery. We will show you around throughout the show.
And I have to tell you, this would be a great spot for a spring break getaway.
That's right, and if your little ones are a little bit more into pampering than horseback riding, we've got another idea for you.
Miss Ann Anderson found a spa where they pamper even a pint-sized princess.
From princess pink to tiaras and anything any little girl could dream of. Little Souls Children's Spa inside the Artesian Hotel in Sulphur is a developing diva's dream come true. Okay, look at all this party stuff, girls. On this day, I got to share our experience with my two nieces, 4-year-old Addie and 6-year-old Avery. First stop, our robes, and of course, our crowns. Melinda Culbertson is our host for the day.
Normally we offer anywhere from 6 to 8 children to come. Our party packages do differ. One of our most popular is each little girl will receive a mini mani, mini petty. They all receive an individual crown to wear. We want them to feel like a princess for their duration here and when they leave. We provide the cupcakes, the sparkling beverage, and our sweet little champagne glasses. And then we actually do an activity included as well.
Today, Avery chose to make her own lip gloss.
Step up here. Okay, what color do you want to make it? Blue, light pink, red, or hot pink?
Addie decided to make her own sugar scrub.
Let's see, a mint,
Strawberry, spa sprinkle, or cotton candy. The sprinkle? That'll be pretty. From there, the girls got their own facials. But it's not just luxury for these little princesses. Melinda's mom, Rhonda, came up with the idea for Little Souls as a way to teach little girls as well.
And she wanted a place where she could pour knowledge into them, knowledge about taking care of your skin, upkeeping, having good close relationships with your friends, and always making time for you. Just make sure your skin's clean all throughout the day, okay? So rub it on the other, yeah. Oh, there you go. And make sure you get it on the other side too. Both hands,
there.
yeah.
Take your hands and do this.
Yeah. On your
Sweep it up.
There you go.
There you go. Look what a good girl. Awesome.
She's got that little hand movement down.
You're our next esthetician.
Yes.
Addie wasn't so sure about it, especially the chocolate facial. Miss Avery, though, thought she was in heaven.
Okay, so just tilt your little head back just a little bit. You can lean back and get real comfy. Good. How's that feel? Just get one more here. We're going to get a really cute picture.
Especially with the cucumbers and the quick photo op. Who could blame her? From there, it was manicures, pedicures, complete with scrubs and a few tickles.
Okay.
Yes, lots of laughs, too.
Don't you?
Moms and the girls all approved.
I thought it was really neat. It's lots of bright colors, makes it fun for the girls. Birthday party would be awesome because there is so much to do, and that way you're entertaining everyone at one time. You're not having to run around chasing everyone.
This is the only place like this around here. It's perfect for little girls' parties and just for a mommy and me spa day.
So, what would you tell your dad?
That I had so much fun here.
So at the end of the day, we've had our facials with our cucumbers. We've got our crowns and our sparkling drinks. Cheers! We've had fun at Little Souls. I'm Miss Ann Anderson, Discovering Oklahoma.
The 2017 Oklahoma Travel Guide will point you in the direction of getaways like that and so many other types of trips in our great state.
And when you get down to it, spring break really is all about the kids. And even if you can't go far, you can still seek out a quick getaway in your own backyard.
That's right. Shelley Mills shows us a great place in Edmond where you can grab a s'more or a snow cone, depending on the time of the year.
Thank you. On a cold winter night in Oklahoma, there's no better way to warm up than to come here to Katiebugs.
Vanilla bean, hot chocolate.
From the twinkle lights to the outdoor games and, of course, the treats, Katiebugs Trailer Park is not your typical downtown business.
So we wanted to keep the fun aspect and make it more of a destination to come to.
Nestled between boutiques and banks, this plot of land is a unique stop, one many are finding they simply cannot resist.
There's nothing not to like about this place.
They offer a variety of hot chocolates and homemade marshmallows. Their newest menu item, s'mores.
They're the best s'mores I've ever had.
I've never had anything like them. The homemade cookie's probably my favorite part.
Salted caramel, snickerdoodle, cookie butter, just a few of the flavors you'll find. And the marshmallows are a crowd favorite. Everything here is made from scratch.
We are all natural. We use organic sugar and fresh fruit, no dyes.
This really fuels our creativity. We have always been a really creative family, and that's something that we thrive on.
Melissa Morgan and her daughter Katie are the owners. They create every marshmallow, s'more, and hot chocolate flavor themselves, rotating what they offer from one week to the next.
If we have flavors for too long, we get bored of them, and so we like to try new stuff all the time and experiment.
They've built a loyal and growing fan base.
The thing that stuck out to me was how nice and just friendly they are, and they want to engage all of their customers.
Eric and Willa actually started dating thanks to their meetings here. It's become a place they now come almost every week.
It's just very good hot chocolate, and the marshmallows are probably the best part of it.
But they aren't the only ones. Many of these customers are frequent visitors. In fact, everyone we spoke with believes if you try it once, you'll be hooked.
They're incredibly friendly, and I love supporting the local business.
If hot chocolate's not your thing, or if you don't make it out before it gets warm, don't worry. Once spring comes around, they switch and start making snow cones. I'm Shelly Mills, Discover Oklahoma.
Katiebugs is open Thursday through Saturday evenings. You'll find them in the 100 block of North Broadway in Edmond. Check their Facebook page for the latest information.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
There was just such a beautiful spirit that filled this space.
The amazing images of Native American artwork will show you where to find it.
They'll walk up to the front door and they'll say, "Is this a cycle shop or is this a junk shop?"
And the Western Oklahoma shop where one man's trash is another man's treasure.
We have regular customers that travel from Texas once, twice a month.
Plus, food so good, the Texans are coming for it. We're headed there too a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Welcome back to Rusty Gable's Guest Lodge in Oklahoma City, a spot where you can feel like you're a world away just a few miles from downtown Oklahoma City. Another great place where you'll feel like you're a world away is the Fred Jones Jr. Art Museum in Norman.
And Quinn Tran's going to do a little time traveling for us with her profile of the newest exhibit there.
Located at the University of Oklahoma, the Fred Jones Jr. Museum of Art houses a collection of stories. The stories are told through art and photography.
I think that there are a lot of stories in this exhibition.
The latest featured exhibit is the work of famous photographer Edward Curtis from the early 1900s.
I've looked at a lot of Edward Curtis photography, being an artist, a Native American artist, and seeing what, some of the historic, through his eyes, photos were. It's very interesting to see this from the perspective of the modern day, 21st century Native American person.
In the summer of 2016, Native photographer Will Wilson and curator Heather Atone revisited the same tribes that Curtis photographed in the 1920s. They connected with 7 Oklahoma tribes to compile this exhibit called Photosynthesis.
The the role of the idea of synthesis, of taking these images that Curtis had created that historicized Native Americans and synthesizing that historic image into a broader representation of Native American people within our state. What I really like is the variety of what is here, because I think it reflects a more accurate sense of the variety and diversity of being Native in the 21st century. How does that look and how does that feel? They can be seen as members of their tribal communities, as citizens of tribal nations, as well as citizens of Oklahoma, and without that being one or the other.
The Curtis photographs are paired side by side with Native photographer Will Wilson's current work, using the same photographic technique from nearly a century ago.
So wet plate collodion is a process by which a piece of aluminum is cut to fit the camera. In this case, all of the plates that Will used were 8 inches by 10 inches. And then each plate is then coated with an emulsion and dipped in a silver nitrate solution. And in the process of that, the piece of aluminum actually becomes the film. So all of the images are embedded onto these metal plates. Once the gallery was set, when we were opening the boxes with the images and placing everything up on the wall, there was just such a beautiful spirit that filled this space. And the images, I think, are incredibly striking and profound.
Profound because while working on this project, she made a discovery. Some of Curtis's photographs did not accurately portray the tribes. Lawton and Wilson set out to do so by collaborating with the Native communities.
There are so many aspects of our diversity, our cultural breadth here in our state, and so often things have become affixed to a particular historic moment. It is such a beautiful expression of the power of collaboration and the power of giving other people an opportunity to have voice.
This exhibit celebrates Native heritage and Oklahoma history. Explore it at the Fred Jones Jr. Museum of Art. Quintran, Discover Oklahoma.
This exhibit is on display until April the 2nd. You can find the museum's hours on its website. And a reminder, admission to the Fred Jones Jr. Museum is always free, thanks to the Office of the President at the University of Oklahoma and its athletics department.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
I really just like the culture and like the people here. They're like just having like friends away from home.
Friendly folks and fantastic food will show you where.
I totally enjoy messing with the old furniture. I'm one of these guys that loves to repurpose anything I can find.
And the guy who makes everything old new again. We're headed to his shop next, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Oklahoma state parks are stocked with cool weather adventures. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery. Cozy up around the fire. Or play around on our unique courses. On weekdays, you can stay and play starting at just $69. You get 1 night of lodging, a round of golf, and a sleeve of golf balls. Get package details at travelok.com/spdeals. And come see for yourself.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. This holiday season, give the gift of Oklahoma Today to family and friends for just $14.95. Visit tvoffer.oklahomatoday.com.
The Rhythm and Roots Music Trail is your front row seat to excitement. Hit the road to explore rock, blues, country, all of Oklahoma's rich music heritage. Order your free guide at travelok.com.
Welcome back to the Rusty Gables Guest Ranch in Oklahoma City, a taste of the Old West right in the heart of the OKC metro area. You can appreciate the Western life here, or you can head to Western Oklahoma and discover for yourself.
And that's what I did recently, and I guess you could say I found some works of art, but I'm talking different kinds of art.
Everybody's saying, you know, they'll walk up to the front door and they'll say, is this a cycle shop or is this a junk shop? and it's whatever you want it to be.
That's true because Chris Ogden builds custom-made motorcycles, he restores furniture, he creates fun paintings, and he creates metal art. You could call him Mr. Repurpose.
I love to repurpose, and I started making these dogs. I don't know, I got a couple around here somewhere, and I make them out of the pipe I cut off of the metal frames. You know, handlebar cut-offs and all these things. Next thing you know, I got my own dog, called him Buster. He's made out of a drill bit, alternator. He's got some bolts on him. I mean, this cat, she got long fingernails, man. I mean, she's cool, you know.
I found everything in Chris's shop to be very, very cool. So let's start with furniture.
I've done this furniture for years. More as therapy than anything. I totally enjoy messing with the old furniture. I'm one of these guys that loves to repurpose anything I can find.
Chris looks at restoring furniture and trying to correct or smooth out all the defects somewhat philosophically. And that's because Chris is also a minister to a small church outside Sayre.
Being a preacher, you know, when you working on people's lives, okay, and this is a big thing to me, is that sometimes it takes some hard knocks to work out some other areas, you know, and I call it taking responsibility.
Also here in the shop, you'll find some of Chris's artwork made from automotive paint left over from other jobs. They're fascinating and they look like large Rorschach tests, but that's all right.
I do flow painting, and it's I set my canvases up depending on how I feel like the flow needs to go. I control the flow, and I control how much of the flow, you know. And the thing about it is there it is again, the repurposing thing.
But finally, it's his other shop where much of the work takes place. With all the metal shapes and tools, this sculpture studio actually resembles a blacksmith shop where a blowtorch has replaced the hammer and chisel with a welder's mask. It's here he creates his custom-made motorcycles and other metal art.
The thing about metal art is that brings out me, you know. This I think about others. The metal art brings me out. I get a picture here, I can make it there. If I can get it here, and I don't know how that works, but if I can get it here, it'll be there. And it's the same way with my motorcycles. Nothing's done by measurement, nothing's done by draw out. If I get it here, I can build it there. And it's been that way for years. And it's only in metal.
Being around Chris for any amount of time, you realize here is a very talented man who enjoys life and for what he can give back to others and his community.
Not everybody's going to do metal art, you know. Not everybody is going to paint furniture. Not everybody is going to make dolls, you know. Not everybody's going to have a store. But you have something that is miraculous and marvelous. And I think if we can help people try to find that purpose, that's my goal in life.
A creative life that seems to be divinely inspired.
Life's good, man. I love my life. It's good.
You'll find Fat Man Cycle Works on Main Street in Sayre, and to learn a bit more about them, just hit up their Facebook page.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
It really makes you feel like you're eating a piece of pie from your grandma's house. It's cool. It's really cool.
Food so good, nobody minds the line. We're hitting this hot spot next when Discover Oklahoma continues.
The Oklahoma Travel Guide is filled with festive events and iconic attractions, outdoor wonders, and the hottest places to eat and stay. It's the perfect roadmap to unforgettable adventures. Order your free Oklahoma Travel Guide today at travelok.com.
Open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, Oklahoma's great state parks are stocked with cool weather adventures. Hike the trails amid spectacular scenery. Cast your line in gorgeous lakes and rivers. Cozy up around the fire or settle in under the stars. Book your stay at a state park cabin or lodge. Check in Sunday or Monday and get your 4th night absolutely free. Get all the details at travelok.com/spdeals and come see for yourself.
Map out your next adventure in the Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Discover amazing natural treasures, cozy campsites, cabins and lodges, unforgettable activities, and more. It's all in the free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Get yours at travelok.com.
And the waving wheat.
Kiss your snow sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land. And the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
And here's one last look around the beautiful Rusty Gables Guest Ranch and Art Gallery, and a reminder that in addition to the guest rooms, they also offer spa services.
They also serve up a fabulous breakfast for guests each morning.
And if you aren't lucky enough to actually sleep here, well, we still have an incredible place where you can do brunch.
Tiffany Tatro takes us to Waffle Champion, a place that the food's so good, no one minds the line.
The Waffle Champion has become a staple here in Midtown. From a sweet treat or chicken and waffles, they have something for everybody.
It all starts with a spray and a ball of dough. But the waffles at Waffle Champion are anything but ordinary.
A lot more than just a waffle. I mean, the waffle is the base of everything, and the waffle is delicious, but it's all about the ingredients we put inside the waffle.
Those ingredients range anywhere from eggs and cheese, battered chicken, or fresh cut fruit. Waffle Champion is known for their craft waffle sandwiches, like the migas, with chorizo, eggs, and tortilla strips. Or one of the more popular picks, the buttermilk chicken and waffles.
It's a local Andrews honey. We mix it with some Tabasco. The chicken tenders are marinated in buttermilk for over 24 hours.
If you're craving something a little sweeter, they've got you covered with delicious treats smothered in strawberries, blueberries, or even apple pie like your grandma used to make. Fresh apples, brown sugar, cinnamon, graham cracker, and a scoop of ice cream, all on a waffle.
That's why we called it Grandma's apple pie. It just really makes you feel like you're eating a piece of pie from your grandma's house. It's cool. It's really cool.
Folks come from all over for the waffles.
We have regular customers that travel from Texas once, twice a month just to eat at Waffle Champion.
Some even willing to stand in line wrapped around the building. Ronald Tate comes in at least twice a week. He makes the commute all the way from Norman.
Yeah, people kind of call me crazy. They're like, you wake up that early in the morning and come and get waffles? And I'm like, yeah, it's that good and it's worth it.
He's a big fan of the chicken fried waffle.
The chicken is so good. Like, you could literally just take it out of the waffle and eat it on its own, which is what I do every now and then. And on occasion, I'm not gonna lie, I will ask for like a little bit side of the chicken, like in the bowl, like pay a little bit extra and like do that. And it's really, really good.
But also a fan of the atmosphere.
Really just like the culture and like the people here. They're like just having like friends away from home and stuff like that. Breakfast, they make you feel at home and stuff. And the customer service is amazing. And I just like really come here. And that's what keeps me coming back.
Spencer Powers agrees.
Oh, it's top notch. You can't ask for a better staff here. Can't ask for a better staff.
But he has his own favorite creation.
This is the bacon, cheese, and it has some sausage, some syrup in it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Eat it like a taco, you know?
Whether it's a waffle taco, a waffle sandwich, a waffle dessert, or just a plain waffle, Waffle Champion is in fact the champion.
It's a really good experience. It's fun, it's different. You're not going to have this experience anywhere else. I mean, if you go anywhere down the road, it's not going to be the same as the experience at Waffle Champion.
Waffle Champion is located in the heart of Midtown on 12th and Walker. In Oklahoma City, Tiffany Tatro, Discover Oklahoma.
And if you want to explore all kinds of great eats in Oklahoma, you need to pick up a copy of the current Oklahoma Today magazine. They focus on food worth the drive. It's on newsstands now, or you can subscribe online at oklahomatoday.com.
And a big thank you goes out to the folks here at the Rusty Gables for hosting us this week. A reminder, you'll find them on Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City. Reservations for the bed and breakfast are easy to make on their website, rustygables.com. Call ahead if you'd like to explore the art gallery.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, don't wait for the fair. Get your Indian taco fix every single month of the year. We'll show you where.
And a place you can fish year-round, no matter the weather. The covered and heated fishing docks you'll find on one of our Great Lakes. It's all coming up next Saturday night, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.